What's going on, Spartan Land and Storm Nation? Thank you for joining us for a special alumni edition of our ball reviews, and this one is for the recently released Storm All Road. Before we start this video, we wanted to extend a thank you to the staff of the Student Union Bowling Center at SJSU, and a big thank you to the general manager of the center, Larry Aldama. Larry was kind enough to allow us to put a fresh shot out, and so we could show you guys how this ball reacts if you were to take it out of the box and bowl with it in league. Our alumni that are going to be in this video are Calvin Au, who finished his last season on the team in 2019, and Adrian Mercado, who finished his last season on the team in 2018. We decided to put out a 42-foot typical house shot. The All Road features the famous inverted FE2 weight block that was made famous by the High Road series, and it was wrapped with the NRG hybrid cover, which was previously released on the Physics, as well as the Supersonic, which have both been great balls for Storm. Our first tester is Calvin, and he was very surprised with how the ball reacted for him. Our head coach, Lindsey Wong, decided to put out a 40 by 5 1/4 by 30 layout for Calvin. He really didn't know what to expect out of the ball and was very surprised. He felt that he can easily go up the lane with the ball and the ball would pick up in the correct part of the lane, but the great thing about this cover is that it still has plenty of punch down lane. That'll allow users to move left with the ball and still get it to recover and go through the pins the right way. Calvin decided to compare it to one of his most reliable and favorite balls in his bag, the Phase 2. As you can see, Calvin had to play a bit straighter through the fronts with the Phase 2 because of how much earlier the ball wanted to react. With it being an earlier rolling ball, it would have a limit on how far left you can move with it, but the All Road really kept coming. It really lives up to his name as All Road because of how all-purpose the ball reaction really is. Next up is our lefty, Adrian. Adrian has always been a big fan of the high roads, and he's had every single one of them at least once. Although a lot of the high roads are higher RG pieces, Adrian tends to gravitate to them most because they're the most controllable down lane compared to other pieces in the line. If he's in need of something cleaner, he always gravitates to the high roads. He was extremely excited to get his hands on this ball because of how much success he's had with his Physics. He's on his second one already, and it's just as good as the first one. Adding this ball to his bag is going to give him a perfect step down from the Physics when he's moving right and his Physics starts struggling to turn the corner. Coach Wong decided to go with a 5 3/4 pin to PAP distance with a 40-degree valve angle for Adrian. Adrian has very little tilt to begin with and thought of going with a weaker pin to help the ball get down the lane and not flare as much. This puts the pin above the bridge for him, which is something he gravitates to if he wants something clean and angular down the lane that he can move right with and still get the ball to recover. Compared to the previous High Road with NRG on it, it was the High Road Nano. The Nano came with the NRG Solid, and as you can see, it's much earlier and doesn't handle the angle as well as the All Road. Adrian ended up making a 6 3 back to the left to get his ball back to the pocket. Thank you for watching our video. If you want an All Road, pick one up at your local Storm VIP Pro Shop, and for future content and to keep up to date on our team, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Go Spartans, and remember to always bowl up a storm.